What's going on, guys? In today's video we're going to show you how to properly lift up your car using a floor jack. Now before doing that, one of my biggest pet peeves is just using a standard floor jack and destroying your pinch welds underneath your car. I see this all the time. If you're at a shop, a good shop will have those rubber lifting pads, but I've also seen some shops that have just bare steel and have completely destroyed the pinch welds underneath a lot of vehicles. So this is one of my cars here, and the last thing I want to do is further damage the underneath of it. I did do a little inspection and have seen that the pinch welds are kind of mangled in some areas, so I will go over that with like either a plasti dip or kind of a rhino liner spray to prevent any rust from occurring, because we do have a lot of road salt from our winters, so that will chew right through it. So one of the things that I like to use, it's very simple, it's very cheap, and that's a hockey puck. And that's like this right here. You put that on your jack, and this piece of the puck, or this piece right here, will actually go right up against the pinch weld and will prevent it from folding, cracking, and just being destroyed in general. So what we're going to do is I'll show you what it looks like under there right now, the damage that's been done, and then I'll quickly show you how to lift the car up using the hockey puck and just a standard jack. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so here we have it. Here's one point where someone, a mechanic, tried to lift the car. As you can see, there's some denting going on here. We have the removal of paint, and now you can see rust is forming down there. And this is probably from one of those industrial lifts. You can kind of tell by the spacing of these two marks right there. Now if they were using a rubber pad, this probably wouldn't have happened. This just seems like it's negligence right there, but this would have been prevented. So this is pretty much what I'm trying to prevent from happening. It's the last thing you want, especially when you start to see rust like that. That's only going to get worse, so we're going to have to treat that with something, and that'll be for another day and for another video. So let's get back to it. Let's show you how to lift this up using the hockey puck and your jack. Okay, so here we have it. In the corner here, we have our jack stand. Those are super important. Anytime you want to lift a car, make sure you have those with you. In case the thing falls, at least you'll have some sort of backup. And the jack that we're using today is a Motomaster. It's a low profile jack, which I use on my other car, so I figured, you know what, might as well work on the Jetta. Even though it's not recommended, you should be able to lift this car with just a standard floor jack. Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the piece that usually does the damage. This one's actually coated in some sort of rubber, but it will still scuff the pinch welds. So that's why we have our $1 hockey puck, and the pinch weld is going to sit right on top of there once we lift this thing up. So let's go ahead and get it put under the car, and I'll show you how that's done. Alright guys, so here we have it. This is probably the best view I can get. This on the Jetta right here is our lifting point. It's actually a folded piece of steel which is connected to the chassis. This is our designated lifting point. The lifting point varies from vehicle to vehicle. However, usually there's two notches there on most vehicles, which represent where to lift from or where to jack up from. So in this case, this one is it for the Jetta. What we're going to do is get that hockey puck lined up right in the middle of it. So let's go ahead, slide the jack over, and slowly lift it up to the point where it makes contact. Now from what I see here, it is generally centered. Make sure our jack is flush to the ground, and go ahead and start lifting. And just like that, guys, your car is now safely lifted off the ground. Alright guys, so there we have it, a very simple and quick way to lift your car by just using a hockey puck, and by doing that, you're going to be preserving your pinch welds and not have to worry about any damage. So if you guys like this video or have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And like I said, if you like this video, feel free to give us a thumbs up or hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.